I'm excited to share with you tonight. A few of us are out here doing a little camping, doing a little fasting, and God gave me something I wanted to share with you. We as believers need to be in community. We need to be in fellowship, both with our brothers and sisters and with God. And I unfortunately see a trend right now where people are desiring to pull away from the body of Christ and thinking that this is not going to be a problem, that it's not going to hurt them, that they can do it alone, that they can do it without others, without their family, without the literal family of God. But if you look at this fire, it's quite a raging fire. It's intensely it's heating me intensely as I sit here and chat with you. But I pulled one of these coals out of the fire, and you see that it's basically dead. It's got no warmth. It's not really putting out any heat. But this fire, woo! I can hardly get my hand that close. And the thought about it is the fact that look, these coals are all together, and when they're together, when they are something like a community, they are heating one another. They are intensifying. The fire is getting brighter and stronger, and the heat coming off it is just powerful. But you see this one little coal that we pulled out from the fire, you see that it's dead and it's dying and it's lacking in heat. It's not producing anything, unlike this fire. And that's ultimately what happens as we pull away from the body of Christ and pull away from God, is we die. We die out. And nobody wants to die out. But the thing is it's hard to be in that fire. It's hard to be in that intensity. It's hard to be, look at they're all crammed in there. You got to be with other people. You got to deal with other people. You've got to get messy and close to them, and you're dealing with this both physically and spiritually, this proximity. It's difficult. But ultimately, it's what gives life. And if we put this coal back in this fire and give it a couple minutes, that's the amazing thing. Just like God, as we come back into fellowship with Him, and as we come back into the fellowship of the body, sooner or later you can already see that fire. You can already see that coal starting to get a little hotter, and it's now regaining its intensity. And yeah, it has to deal with some stuff. It has to deal with those people and with those other coals all smashed in there. But you see that the heat and the fire, you can already see the color coming back on it. It's starting to get that back. And brothers and sisters, that's what we need. We need to be in community. We need to be in fellowship with both God and the body of Christ to be able to have that intensity and that fire. Even though it's difficult and even though it's hard, it's worth it. So friends, I implore you to be in relationship, to be in close fellowship with the body of Christ, so you might burn bright and burn hot. Coming up in just a couple weeks is the women's retreat, and here's a great opportunity for the ladies to come together in this type of fellowship where they're close, and they're going to be staying in the same rooms and maybe even sharing a bed, but they're going to have that opportunity to get close to one another and to burn bright and to burn hot. So I implore you, if you're a lady and you haven't signed up for the women's retreat, it's coming up May 3rd through the 5th. Get signed up. It will be powerful, and you will be changed because of it. So thanks, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.